there's a famous story in the Puranas of a prince who was shown by an astrologer that he was going to die in youth from being eaten by a crocodile, and therefore he moved to an area that was very arid, dry, desert place, and would not even bathe in any pond, even if it was examined previously. So then he got a minister friend who helped raise him, taught him so many things. When he was a youth, that minister told him the glories of Ganga Sagar, of bathing in the Ganga at the time of Makar Sankranti. And he glorified it so much that the prince developed desire to bathe in the Ganga. But he was told by the ministers and everyone, oh, you have always avoided bathing in any river because it is your destiny to die by a crocodile. So then the minister urged him, his friend who had told him the glories of Ganga Sagar and Makar Sankranti, urged him anyhow to bathe and said, we'll make a protective cage, like a wire mesh, and we'll put the whole phalanx of the army to protect you in the water, and we'll scout that area for days and days before, and we'll make it impenetrable. You will not be able to be killed by a crocodile. So the prince agreed, and they went there with his family, bathed in the Ganga on that auspicious day. And then he was bathing with his friend, the minister, who had taught him the glories of Ganga. And after his family all got out, he was staying some time further in the river because after so many years he was bathing, and he thought the whole area is protected. And so then the minister friend asked him, oh, how do you like it? Yes, it's very nice. Oh, you don't fear the crocodile now? Oh, no, it's very safe. I'm protected by my soldiers. We think like that in life. Oh, I am safe, I am protected. I'm in a car, the airbags are really good. I'm in a plane, it's the best safety record. But when our destiny has come, when our death is upon our door, then we cannot make it stop or wait for us to finish something or other. So then as the minister said that to the prince, oh, you're not afraid? And he said, no, I'm not afraid now. And then this minister happened to be that shape-shifting crocodile himself. He changed into the form of the crocodile and said, oh, I am that death personified for you. I have come to devour you. And he ate the prince, or killed the prince, and in this way, the prince could not avoid his death, even after arranging all kinds of, arranging the circumstances in such a way that it seemed like he was protected on all sides. So our teachers tell us that this life is like a drop of water that is teetering on the edge of a lotus leaf. Kamala dhala jala jivana talamala. Our life is like that drop of water on the edge of a leaf, and the weight of the drop of water is making the leaf bend downwards, and at any moment it's going to fall off. The water droplet is going to fall off, and we're going to die. Death is inevitable for all. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Nasato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate sata. For that which is temporary, there can be no eternal state. And for that which is eternal, then there can be no destruction. In other words, that which has real life cannot perish, and that which is inert or dead matter cannot have real life. So this is Gita. In the Gita, Krishna reassures Arjuna when Arjuna is faced with having to fight with his entire clan and with his cousins, even his Guru Jan, his elders, his teachers, and he hesitates to fight. Krishna tells him, and Arjuna gives so many reasons why he shouldn't fight. And Krishna tells him, you are speaking learned words. that look like learned words, but actually you are lamenting for that which is not worthy of grief. Therefore, do not be cowardly and do not be foolish. And then in that second chapter of the Gita, when Krishna first began speaking, in many verses he describes to Arjuna the nature of the soul and how it is transcendental to the mundane body. And when our karma prescribed for this body is finished, then we will have to pass on to another body. Dehino sminyataha dehi gomaram yovanam jada tatha dehantara prabdir dirastatra namuyati. You should not be bewildered by these changes from one body to another, just as you are changing. We see, when you are a baby, you are not the same as when you are a grown man or woman. You are always changing, even in this own life. And we are thinking that there is death. But even with our own body, cells are always dying. At every moment, there are cells dying and being born. So really, there is no such thing as death for the soul. This is the initial teachings of Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. He says that the soul, jatasya hi dhruvo mrityor dhruvam janma mritasya hi, that for that which is alive, there is no such thing as death. Nainang chindanti sastrani, nainang dahati pavaka, naichainang kleriyantyapo nashosyati maruta. The soul cannot be burnt. The soul cannot be drowned. The soul cannot be in any way harmed by any material weapon or cause. So when we are dying, what is actually happening? When we are dying, then it is forcing us, it's severing the attachment between the deha and the dehi. In Sanskrit, dehi means the embodied soul. The particle of consciousness is called jiva. Jiva means that which has life or consciousness, awareness, or atma. That jiva enters into a material body, or deha, and when it's entering into that body, it is called the dehi, the embodied soul. And so what death is in this world is when our karma that is attached to this deha, body, is complete, then the dehi, embodied soul, will have to pass on to another body. Yantra rudrani mayaya. All living entities are present on the yantra of Maya. Yantra means like a machine. We are all on that machine of material nature, and we are forced to transmigrate from one body to another in the cycle of samsara. Samsara means birth and death. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi jatane api sayanam. And again we are taking birth. Again and again we are dying. Again and again we are entering the womb of our mothers and suffering therein.